Hey everybody,
It's the racetrack ladies here.
coming to you live from Daytona.
We just got done with the nationwide
The
race.
drive for COPD 300.
And we have to say that it ended on a very somber note. There was a major wreck at the end of the checkered flag. Well, at the very end
was that
of the
the checkered
race.
flag?
Last
Yeah.
lap,
Last
coming
lap.
to
Last
the
lap.
checkered flag, and
Actually, I'll tell you, I was shaking.
It was bad.
It was
don't
very
know
bad.
how it happened because we haven't been able to pull up any video, but there were a lot of our family, our friends, our fans that were seriously hurt, and apparently an engine was torn out of a car.
It's just an amazing thing just to even think of
and
that
a tire
much.
wedged 20 rows up.
Well, that tire was higher than that. I mean, that tire, that one picture we saw was like up in, I mean, it was higher than 20 rows.
It was pretty high.
It's hard. It's hard to watch.
When they were coming around to the finish line, Kyle Larson got turned. He was up front. He was pushing.
He was up front.
He was coming. He was. I was rooting for him to win.
Yeah, I mean, we had some new faces at the front. And Regan Smith was up front.
Yeah,
Well,
and
the
he
12
was-
and the 22
There was
were
a
up
lot of
there.
people, and so
Yeah.
he was coming, and he got turned somehow, and he got up and he got airborne up into the fence, and I think his engine and tires and everything kind of got all up into the catch fence.
There was debris everywhere.
It was
Everywhere.
flying, and everybody kind of turned to look and see what was happening. I think Tony won. I had no idea, because all I saw were people, because you know people are on the other side of the catch fence watching, and I saw people going run, and I
Get
saw
away.
a tire coming and an engine coming into the stands, and then I saw debris, and everybody's like this going, oh my gosh, debris, and everything like that, and then it was just melee after that. It was crazy.
The car that went into the catch fence landed right in front of us.
Right in front of us,
It was
yes.
like half a car.
It had no front end, it had no back end.
It had nothing.
It only
And
had the roll cage.
Out-crawled the driver immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
He just popped right out of the
So I
car.
was glad to see that, and then you turn.
You turn around and there's
Look at
just,
stones.
it was a mess.
The drivers have so much safety and protection around them when they're in their car. The fans, we don't have all of that, but something like this happening is not, well, it's really not the norm.
No, but
Well,
you know, the
the
catch
catch
fence did its
It
job.
did its job.
It did its job.
I mean,
in
there's
those
only so much you can do.
Yeah, in
But,
those situations, by the time it happens, it's over.
right.
We know the risks when we go to races, just like the drivers know the risks when they're driving the cars.
That's right.
And but it was, I was shaking because it was scary to watch it happen. It coming into the stands or into the catch fence, and the people down there right along the catch fence, because that's what I was watching, and that's what freaked me out a little bit.
And then the aftermath. I mean, so
Yeah.
you know, so the race basically ends. Tony Stewart wins, but there is no
No
celebration
celebration for him.
because everybody's concerned about everybody in the stands, and so you
And
see
I'll-
all the safety workers and
And
all
I'll
the.
say this, yeah, the safety workers, they kicked into
Extra high
emergency
gear.
plan
They were organized.
immediately.
Yeah.
It was highly
It was like
organized.
everybody just descended. Boom! All of a
right.
sudden,
Right.
everybody was there.
They start taking care of business.
It was immediate.
They were all over the stands, all over the catch fence, all over the people, and so I think where we are right now, aside from the race, that there are 15 fans that were taken.
There are reports out there. 15 fans
Yeah,
have been
2
taken to the
critical.
Halifax
Halifax
Medical Center
Hospital.
over there, not
It's
very
just
far.
right down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Block
yeah, a
away.
couple are critical. So
And we were kind of hanging back in the stands because they were trying to get people out of the stands, and you know, we don't want to be in the way. But then after a while, the police officer came and asked us to clear the stands.
which was an interesting thing, since Lady Ann and I had been there for when Dale Sr. had died, or well, was involved in the wreck. We didn't say he died at the track, and we were in the stands for hours afterwards,
Hours.
waiting to hear word and waiting to hear word. Here, they did not let us stay in the stands
You know,
that long.
they moved
No.
us out.
Yeah, we were out of the stands within 45 minutes after the race.
And
Maybe
they
so,
were
yeah.
pretty serious about people not having access.
Getting
'Cause
out,
One of our
move
favorite
'em out.
reporters
Oh my
Marty
gosh,
Smith.
Marty Smith.
Marty Smith.
They,
trying to get the story, and
told he would be taken to jail if he didn't leave.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what up with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Marty.
Yeah, something serious is going on. I'm thinking NASCAR's trying to control what is happening.
Trying to
there.
control the
it's-
story, how it gets out, how it's told. I don't know. But serious today. But you want to
Well-
talk about the race a
Well,
little bit?
well, the race was a good race.
And as far as we know, let's just say all the drivers, that were
drivers are fine.
involved in the wreck were all cleared. I haven't heard of anybody who is still being held for observation.
Yeah, so everybody got out okay. So, but the race itself, I have to say, I wish the Sprint Cup raced like this. Not the last lap accident, but I wish that the racing was similar, because you had some tandem stuff. You had some people who could individually move up to the front. You had people working together, changing lanes.
It was really good.
It was actually really good racing.
The
Yeah, 'cause-
difficulty, well, I was just going to say, the difficulty is we had so many blown engines because of overheating.
It was
Well,
pretty
yeah.
hot. I think it was a record heat today.
I think it was at least 2,000 degrees.
What I was amazed is they only have 3
gallons of water.
That's it.
I
in
know.
those cars.
I heard that, and
3
I'm like, only 3 gallons?
I
As
can
soon as you
drink
start
3
spewing,
gallons.
you're done.
Yeah.
I think we drank 3 gallons.
Yeah. Between the couple Gatorades and the Evian I drank, yeah, pretty
And the
much.
sweet
It
tea
was
from Bojangles.
hot.
It was very hot.
So yeah.
And I never use a 30 SPF, but I did it.
It was hot.
It was hot.
I was
Yeah.
dying.
It was hot.
So the Nationwide Series does not use the new Generation 6 cars.
Right.
So therefore the racing was good. So we're really
Yeah.
not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we don't know.
You got in a line and you were able to push through the air. It was kind of like old racing.
Yeah,
it was kind of
really- it
nice.
was good.
Yeah, and and I felt bad for Danica because she
Nobody would work with her. That
Nobody
was
worked with her,
frustrating.
but while her car was running really well, she was able to hold her own, even though nobody wanted to work
She
with
stayed
her.
up front.
She did
It
until
was
then she started
frustrating
having an issue.
I was going, why won't anybody work with her? Nobody would push her, nothing.
Yeah.
But then the other person that I really want to give a shout out to, because I watched her as well, was Joanna Long.
Yes, ma'am.
She stayed, she was consistently in the top 15, if not the top 10, until she got collected in one of those accidents, the one before the last accident. And I felt so bad for her because she had run so strong.
Right.
And Kurt Busch had been running so strong, and then he was involved in an accident.
That kind of.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
wreck with Austin Dillon, I thought that was was going to be the bad wreck of the
Yeah.
day.
And
And
then
he
Kyle
just-
Busch blew an
had no
engine.
idea.
yeah, but he kept, because he kept pushing, and he knew he was. He
Yeah.
was,
They were-
overdoing it.
Yeah.
But I said, heck yeah, Kurt Busch.
Because, heck yeah, he said that in every interview. Heck yeah, I'll take the
yeah.
ride. We heard you, Kurt Busch.
I like you.
We were
Kurt
rooting
Busch.
for
You're
ya.
coming back.
So,
Heck yeah.
we knew that this was going to be a tough
yeah.
video for us to do, just because our hearts are heavy for everybody that was injured.
Yeah, we're really praying for the people who are in the
yeah.
hospital and their
But,
families and friends.
It was kind of a downer. That's
it
such a
was.
drag. I mean, I was
It's up to us.
Easily.
shaking. I literally
Anybody.
was shaking.
We're all in that stand. We're all together,
You think you're
You never
high enough,
know.
but this really showed that you really can't
If
be
the
high enough in
impact
this
is
stand.
strong
Never know.
enough,
When I saw
It'll
those
fly.
parts flying, they were flying high, and it freaked me out.
Yeah, I'm sure it freaked out all the other people too.
Heck yeah, the ones that
Heck
were.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Right
The ones-
underneath it.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah, so NASCAR's got some work to do.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear kind of what the story is. I'm sure they'll come out and let us know what happened.
Yeah.
Mike Helton, did come on, I guess, TV, and I guess you guys might have heard him, but
yeah, because they immediately cut everything at the track.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was
Oh, yeah.
no feed of anything.
There was nothing. Yeah, they
Thank
do that
goodness
really
we had
well.
Twitter.
Yeah. Well, it's true because you're sitting there. At least you have access to some information somewhere. But anyhow, so they obviously have to repair the catch fence and do a lot of work before tomorrow's race, and then we are going to be battling rain. So we know that there's at least a 50-60% chance of rain tomorrow at various points throughout the day.
At least no sun. Oh my
Yeah. So we'll be glad not to be all hot.
Right.
And all the
be all
flutter
wet.
with
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, we'll be all wet.
Yeah, I don't know. Compared to the hot today, I'll take the wet. I'm good with that. But so yeah, so I guess then I guess that kind of wraps it up. I feel like this is anticlimactic because
Well,
we
I
really
guess
don't
what
know
we'll
what's
do
happening.
is we'll be back tomorrow. We'll give you an update on what we've learned
Yeah.
as a result of today's activities, and then we'll be at the track, find out what's happening with the race between the rain.
We'll be back in the
delays.
morning, so it may be our rain video, but hey, we're gonna be here. If they're gonna run the Daytona 500, we're gonna be here.
So
Absolutely.
everybody stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. So I guess until next time, we'll be at the track and going green.